This is Justin Anderson of Anderson Griggs Investments. We wanted to put together a series of videos explaining the differences between the various investment professionals out there. It's always been a kind of a pet interest of mine. I've wanted to put myself in the shoes of someone who understands very little about finance or investing and goes about trying to find someone like myself to hire. I can understand it's a very big responsibility. Your money and the money of your family is a big responsibility, and because of that there can be a lot of stress and anxiety about going about this, especially if you don't have very much knowledge. When I think about most people and how much exposure they have to an investment professional, it probably only comes about if from their company's retirement plan. Maybe a 401k plan. Their HR department might bring in an investment professional to speak to their employees quarterly, annually. It's a voluntary meeting. You show up and then you see a whole bunch of charts and you may have the opportunity to ask certain questions. But what do you do when you retire and you have to find someone else? I think most people, what they do is they go to a trusted friend or family member and say, hey, who do you use? And if their friend or family gives a good telling of who they use, they say, what's their number? And they call, and that's who they choose to work with. This may or may not be the best choice for you as an individual in your certain set of circumstances. So what's the next step? I think most people, they just go to the internet and they decide to do their own shopping. What terms do you use to start this process? You may have heard things in the news, financial advisor, investment advisor, and that's what you put in. You push enter, and then you see thousands and thousands of pages of investment professionals and products that are there and to meet your needs. And that can be very daunting. The Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, otherwise known as FINRA, has a page on their website where they have a list of titles: financial analyst, financial advisor, investment consultant, investment manager, wealth manager. These are all titles that anyone can claim to have, and they require no certifications. You don't have to pass a test to claim them. You just can claim that title and offer services to people, and charge people. So you can see how daunting this task of just starting off on the internet can be. So what I've wanted to do is put together this series of videos, and in it we're going to look at 4 different large groups of investment professionals that I feel most people can fall underneath. Financial planners, stockbrokers, investment advisors, and finally a category I call other, which includes CPAs and insurance agents. So join me in my next video where we will discuss financial planners. Thank you.